A prosperous, well-governed, and reasonably orderly city, within the space of a couple of decades, receives a large number of immigrants. These immigrants belong to a culture that is very different from that of the original inhabitants. The immigrants settle in the worst parts of town. They essentially create ethnic slums, ghettos, I suppose. They marry among themselves. They raise their children according to the precepts of their original culture. They continue to follow their dark and retarded religion, and they make a point of not assimilating and showing that they have no intention of assimilating. Members of this ethnic group also fill the jails. They fill the docks of the defendants' stands in courts. They fill out the ranks of the underclass, the criminals, the dealers in illicit substances, the thieves, and yes, the murderers and the rapists. Am I referring to Rotterdam or Naples or Manchester in 2011? No. I'm referring to Toronto, New York, or Boston around about 1860. I'm talking about the experiences of my ancestors, the Irish. It's interesting that Europeans seem to take pride in the achievements of their various diaspora. I know my people, the Irish in particular, when JFK got elected, this took place long before I was born, but I know that it had an electrifying effect on even the Irish Canadian community and the Irish in Ireland. The Irish are very proud of their diaspora in Australia, in the United States, in Canada, and many other places. This goes for many other European countries that have a tradition of immigration, from Italy to Greece to Poland to even Scandinavia. Now, when these groups originally came to America, they were generally filtered through New York City, either before or after or during the use of Ellis Island as the reception point for them. The image of the penniless but ambitious immigrant is something that is part and parcel of the American and the Canadian heritage, national identity. But it does seem strange now to live here in Canada with a lot of European immigrants still working and living among me with their foreign accents, be it German or Italian or Polish or Greek or whatever. When they come back from their vacations in Europe with, visiting their families, and they say how Athens isn't what it used to be, it's now full of Arabs. Rome isn't what it used to be, it's now full of black Africans. Warsaw's full of Romanians or whatever, other undesirables. And I, as a Canadian, can only I'm somewhat astonished by that kind of attitude. I'm not telling Europeans that their culture is bad. I'm not telling Europeans that they have anything to be ashamed of. Quite the opposite, as a matter of fact. But the European immigration issue, the European view of immigration, or the European culture or mentality of immigration and emigration, is, to say the very least, inconsistent. Mr. Wilders, if you were against immigration, I wonder what the ethnic composition of my country would be today. Thank you.